Push that button.
Okay, we're
oh
going.
god, the button's pushed.
Okay, so
Pressure's on.
I guess hello everyone. Welcome to the first first episode of the Nerd Collaborative podcast.
Hello.
I think that's the name that we're sticking with.
Yeah, I think that's what we decided on.
So I guess first we can go around and just kind of introduce ourselves. You don't have to stand up and address the class. But, I'll start. I'm Curtis.
Curtis?
Hi,
You are not Curtis.
No.
I'm Rod and I like to party.
I'm Dan Rather. I'm Clayton.
I'm Josh. Joshua?
Yeah, so I guess we're just starting out our podcast. We launched our website recently, so this is all fairly new.
Yeah.
And I guess, why are we here?
Well, we were talking about kind of how it all got started, sort of like
What got started?
the website.
Are you referring to nerdcollaborativeuniverse.com?
Yes, that one.
Well, it's nerdcollaborative.com,
Oh, yeah.
which is the Nerd Collaborative universe. But, well, I mean, we pretty much just were having entire workday long text conversations about how much Curtis hates Suicide Squad and how I'm cool with it. And we're like, yeah, I feel like
We should put this in writing.
Yeah, it's like we're pretty funny. Heightened sense of ourselves, but but we would talk about all kinds of things, and so it was like, why not create something and make content for others to enjoy, as we pretty much just do this anyway. And so from there it became an idea and just kind of snowballed and came up with a name we liked, and
Josh got a domain.
Well, I feel like one of the reasons it sounded interesting to start doing this was I find that a lot of the websites and YouTube channels and stuff that I look at, they don't really seem as personal as they used to. Like, some of them do, but they seem a lot like we had to do this or we were paid to do this article, and it doesn't seem like there was any real interest behind what they're talking about, just trying to put information out there.
yeah, like they're kind of it's a lot of times it's more, hey, we're critics, which if you've read anything by me on this site so far, I don't really like critics. I find it I want to be a fan. I don't want to enjoy it. And so we wanted to provide something just from your regular dude fan perspective that, and in this case, 3 different fans' perspectives, and hopefully more in the future. But, we wanted to kind of bring the reviews back to earth.
And that was another thing we talked about before too, is like, sometimes when you read reviews, it can seem overly technical. I think you or Curtis were saying something about how you're like, oh, and the catering was this.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously they don't say that, but they just go into so much technical detail that
I'm a huge fan of this grip. I really
right,
appreciate his
someone
work.
coming in, not even really they like to watch movies, but they don't really care about the technical stuff. They just want to know if they were talking to a buddy, hey, what'd you think of this? And
Should I spend $13 to go see it in theaters, or
Yeah.
wait till somebody invites me over to their house to watch it?
Yeah.
It's just should I see it? What kind of audience is going to enjoy this?
Is it worth setting up a free subscription to Stars for a week? Because I know that they're streaming it right now. And then I might forget to cancel my subscription later. But Force Awakens is worth it.
Yeah, so that's really where it came from, just the wanting something different in providing, we're no experts, we don't go to film school and all that. And,
Film school.
prestigious.
Like my brother did. But, so it's just kind of, take it down to its roots, and although we can appreciate, good filmmaking or technical things that are impressive, but we want, you know, and
We watched enough of this stuff to talk about why it worked and why it didn't work. Like I can tell you why Sharknado isn't a good movie by technical standards, but it's enjoyable. Whereas a movie that's aces on the technical side can be just a complete wash.
Yeah.
So
And also, I mean, one of our end goals too is we wanted to open up the website to other fans and other nerds to contribute, which is part of the collaborative.
Yeah, we want to make a community, grow a community, invite others to partake with us as we go on this journey, and you know, hopefully we'll make some more friends and communicate and have people on the podcast, have people write for the site, and just kind of create a group, collaborative, if you will.
Nice. Well, and like we noticed recently in doing research for the website, we found out that a lot of the websites like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb have really high standards for getting reviews listed, especially if you want to be listed as a critic. So setting up a website or a forum like we're hoping to create will give people more of a chance to, you know, get their writing out there, get their voice out there.
Write in long form more than a Reddit comment. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
An actual, hey, these are my full and complete thoughts on this, rather than 140 characters.
Right. Like, neither of us wanted to spend the $400 to get a Nintendo Switch and Zelda, so we had a friend of ours do a write-up on it because none of us were going to spend the money on it. And, I mean, as much of a fan of Nintendo as I am, like, it's cool to be able to talk to other fans and say, hey, what did you think of this? Like, you know, I can't be everywhere at once, and I don't want to be. So, so to be able to open the doors to everyone to, like, give them a space is really helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that sums up our goal and, like, how we ended up here so far. I think we were going to talk about, recently we all went to Wizard World in Sacramento. We all went to WizCon just a couple weeks ago. Father's Day weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And I was only able to go on Father's Day. You guys went the Saturday before.
Yeah, I went 2 days. Clayton went 1 day. Curtis went 1 day.
Josh was the deuces man.
Yeah, I got double the action. So, but it was. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, the greatest thing about cons, just in general. Well, I shouldn't say in general, because San Diego's. It's amazing if you can get to it, but it's difficult to get in and get.
You have to
you have to register and get. Yeah, it's
so many things
it's a difficult thing to get to. Once you're there, it's amazing and all that. But but the con, Wizard World and Heroes and Villains Fest, those things, they're all so. It's just a great community, and it's very welcoming, and it's there's no pressure. You just go and check out the awesome cosplay and the great vendors that are there, and it's just fun. It's very it's just a fun time of lots of entertaining people.
Well, there's that train I was talking about. Sorry if you guys can hear that train back there. Hopefully it's not too loud. Well, I was going to say, like you said, the San Diego one, it's not as accessible. One thing I really liked about WizardCon, and I don't know if it's like this a lot of other... I mean, Sacramento's a big city, but it seemed like everyone was really approachable because the crowd wasn't that big. And I don't know if that was just this year, if it was a smaller crowd size than usual, but as a photographer, it was easy to approach the cosplayers, to ask for photographs. The vendors, a lot of them, I was able to stand there and talk about their art or whatever, and I didn't feel rushed because I was holding up the line. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I actually got stopped by... It was kind of funny because I've only been to a couple cons, but this one, they stopped me for this new comic book series, I guess. Like, there was just some guy standing next to the stand. He's like, hey, check this out. This is the writer of this new comic book, and they just got published, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. And then, I shook the writer guy's hand, and he's like, yeah, here's our comic book, and here's all the characters, and I was just like, I want to leave. But at the same time, I was like thinking like, because like I was like, that'd be so cool, you know, have your own comic book, and like this guy's probably really excited about having gotten his like work published, and he's got this cool artist that did all the artwork for his story,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually ended up buying the first issue of that. So,
Nice.
Yeah, but like that was like very awkward, but it was actually cool. So.
Yeah. Well, on some of the, you know, I mean, obviously you have to purchase things to approach for photos or autographs, but Curtis, you were able to go just chat with a few of the people that, you know, a few of the celebrities that were there.
Oh yeah, that was neat.
Without anything. I mean, it was just hey, can I go say hi? And they're totally open to it and cool with it. I mean, you know, most of them, some of the higher, you know, bigger name celebrities they got a little more to deal with. So.
Yeah, Kate Beckinsale's line was a little longer than Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah, they didn't even want you to stop and look.
$90 for
And Lou Ferrigno's booth was looking a little empty. As much as I love the Hulk. But yeah, I mean, it was super cool to get to meet it. Like, I met Napoleon Dynamite. Never thought that would happen, but I did. And he was super nice.
Picture
Like,
with him? Or?
no, because you got to pay.
Right.
Yeah. So, but you can just go say hi and meet them. So
Yeah.
That's why it's.
And I don't know, like, I thought that was, you know, I didn't feel like I needed to take selfies with everyone. It was just cool to go up and shake everyone's hand and just tell them I appreciate their work. And I saw their movie 7 times in the theaters.
Right, like, and many more at home.
We were talking with, oh man, Annie's gonna kill me. I can't remember his name right now. Adama. Oh, Edward James Olmos.
Yeah.
We were talking to him, and I actually brought up the Portlandia episode about the Battlestar Galactica obsession.
Oh.
Have you seen that one? And he was right on board with us. He was like, oh, I loved shooting that episode because it's totally like that, you know. I hear from fans, like, they'll watch an episode and they just get hooked, and it's like, you really just binge it because that's all you want to watch.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just got to have a conversation with Edward James Olmos about Battlestar Galactica, which is...
Cool, I didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, you know, it was like $50 for a photo, so
Yeah.
we didn't well, they didn't take cards at the booth, otherwise I
But
would've.
there was no one hanging out there, so you guys were just like, let's just...
There was only like 4 people in line.
Yeah.
So-
Well, and you know, I mean, there was, you know, Kate Beckinsale. They wanted you to just keep walking. You couldn't even stand there and just kind of like take a look or anything. But you know, at the other ones, they were like, yeah, just go say hi, like whatever. You know, nobody's like stopping you. It's just a really welcoming thing. So you know, that's one thing I really like about you know I've gone to the Sacramento Wizard World 3 years in a row, and it's never too big. I mean, this year was actually a little bit smaller than it normally is, but it's never, like I said, it's never too big,
Right.
to be able to enjoy and get everything that you want to get to, so it's why I like it. So did you guys have any favorite panels you were able to make it to?
I actually didn't make it to any of the panels. I know you guys did.
Did you guys...
You saw James Gunn, right?
Yeah, James Gunn, what the heck's that guy? Guardians of the Galaxy. Why can't I remember his name right now? Rooker. What the heck? Yeah, well, it was like that day that we went, it was like the schedule was like,
Oh yeah.
if you want to see all the best, like, panels, celebrity panels, you just stay in the bar.
They were in the same
There's
room,
15-minute
back to back.
Oh,
intervals
really?
in between each one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think Val Kilmer canceled, so
Yeah,
it
he
ended
did.
up being like, oh, let's go get food now.
Yeah.
Did you see the name of Val Kilmer's panel? Or what the name of his talk was?
the bat nipple?
Bat nipple's not included or something?
Bat nipple.
Yeah, it was,
It's so good.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, no, I
That's why he canceled.
we went to I was at the Rooker one with you. You went to Gunn, Clayton, prior to Rooker, but Rooker was fantastic. I mean, he everyone, he told a little story. He actually called James Gunn on his phone, which James Gunn later posted a video of his voicemail. And so so that was kind of fun to see. He actually called him and left a voicemail. The back end of that.
Hey, silence your phones, please.
What the heck? I've never even heard that noise from.
Is that James Gunn?
We need a theater mode here.
Oh god.
It is James Gunn. That's crazy.
It's like a PlayStation.
He says, "Good luck on your podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be listening to every episode."
Thanks, James.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But so Rooker got through these things, and then when it comes to Q&A, usually there's a big line in front of a microphone where Rooker actually was like, "No, I'm coming to you," and he went down the entire length of this giant ballroom conference room thing, asking everyone individual questions, and it was in line. It was
put you on the spot.
It was pretty spectacular. It was very intense.
I wasn't expecting that. We sat up front for James Gunn, or
Sean
Gunn, excuse me, and it was just like a normal panel. Like, he's a pretty cool guy, and it was like really cool listening to what he had to say about Guardians of the Galaxy and Gilmore Girls, if you're into that. And then, like, I guess you had to have expected it. Michael Rooker showed up halfway through their panel and just like totally trolled he just like walked through on his cell phone like he just didn't know what was going on, and then he walks back and just like, it's like, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all," like in the microphone, and then walks off stage. to which Sean Gunn replies like, "Yeah, like," and people always ask me like, "Oh, you were doing that panel where like Rooker was drunk, right?" But yeah, and then Rooker, no moderator. It was all him.
Yeah, he was a hoot. Very, very funny.
The Mary Poppins.
Yeah, there's actually a few of the fans actually sang fragilistic.
Supercalifragilistic.
There, thank you, Curtis. I can't even say it. And he couldn't sing the whole song, but he definitely joined in to the parts he could pick up.
I don't think he wanted to.
No,
he was like so.
He wanted
that was like
to.
the only one that he was like, why don't you guys do it?
Yeah,
And
no,
then someone handed it that old-fashioned umbrella. And
yeah, it was pretty good.
It was quite a spectacle.
Were you able to make any other panels later that Saturday?
We saw Kate Beckinsale after lunch.
Oh, that's right. I forgot she had a panel.
Yeah, she did. Hers was after Val's canceled, but
was it just question after question about what it was like to wear latex?
There was only one question about that. There was like a Pearl Harbor one. I was like,
okay.
Okay.
Someone asked her,
who was a better kisser, Ben Affleck, or?
She said there's like two people that she's worked with that were just horrible kissers.
Oh no! No names dropped though.
No,
probably.
she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't.
I
tell.
wish.
But she wouldn't tell us who the best kissers were either. She was like, Josh,
"Hey, at Ben Affleck, kick rocks."
At least she's fair.
Yeah, she's cool. But she had some funny responses.
Well, I mean, she did. She was in Total Recall, right? With
the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Colin Farrell.
yeah, and her husband was the director, wasn't it?
Probably.
The remake.
It sounds like
I'd have to look it up, but
I think I remember something about awkwardness on set with
oh,
her and Colin Farrell
God.
getting intimate while her husband was telling him like
well,
how to get down and dirty together.
It's funny. I always have, just a little off topic, but I always have the thought of, what does Rob Zombie think putting Sherry Moon in all of those different roles that she's been in for him, and like, I mean, I feel like Hollywood's just a different breed in that sense. They didn't even think about it, and you know, and they just seem like the greatest. Also, even farther off topic, recently I followed Sherry Moon on Instagram, and she was gardening, and I'm like, this seems so out of character. Like, it was just
She just pulled up an arm out of her vegetable garden.
right. Like, I was expecting something crazy, but
the moderator mentioned Kate Beckinsale's movie Whiteout that she was in 2009. She was like, that was a mistake. She like did not talk about it at all.
yeah, I feel like some people believe there's no mistakes. I feel like Kate Beckinsale is definitely somebody who would acknowledge there have been mistakes.
She's really hit and miss. Love her, but
yeah,
can't
no,
win
I have
them all.
no issues with her as an actress.
But her panel pretty good though?
It was good. I mean, it wasn't. It was entertaining for what it was. There was some funny comments she made and whatnot. I guess she was there with her mom.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah, I saw those photos on Instagram and such. But
I was gonna say we saw her outside of the con later on that day. We went to this new comic shop called oh my god, why can't I think? Oblivion, thank you. Oblivion Comics and Coffee, and I just wanted to check it out. And then when we came out, she was just standing there like her mom was taking a picture of her in front of that huge Catholic church, right
Oh yeah.
there.
yeah.
And she was just like, wow, she's just like walking around, her mom's taking pictures of her. It's kind of weird, and so yeah, we kind of creeped on her a little bit.
Thanks, Kate.
It's like, hey, she's out in the wild.
Yeah, it's so funny when you say that.
No bodyguards,
Weird enough,
nothing.
actually, Kate Beckinsale just texted me and said, "Yeah, can you guys please take those pictures down?"
Oh, if only she was texting us. Well, and oddly enough, there was the Sunday I went. It was actually prior to when you showed up, Curtis. I was able to go to a panel called "How to Build Your Geek Brand." I was like, this seems like heaven sent, considering we launched our website
Our own geek brand.
like 2 months prior to going to this, and there's a lot of great great information we got from that. And then and that's one of the my favorite things about it's great to go see Michael Rooker and Kate Beckinsale, but there's so many the panels are so interesting, and they've got there was a few others. There was like the philosophy of Star Wars or the psychology of Star Wars and different things like that, where they're it's just interesting topics. And I think those are the things that are even cooler, because these people they're a little more accessible than Kate Beckinsale. As I said, she had security all over the place. We was actually able to go up and have a conversation with one
Still less accessible than Lou Ferrigno now.
At least not as famous, but but I was able to actually go up and have a conversation with them and say like, hey, thanks for your insight and what you're building, and personally I feel like it's helped me come up with some ideas for what we want to do as a site as well, that just kind of expands and everything. So it was really helpful in that sense. So it's just cool. I find those are cool things, and one of the reasons why we wanted to do this site is build the it's that community. This community of nerds is always so supportive and helpful.
Unless you have opinions.
Opinions are fine.
Just not on social media. But yeah. So, but for the most part, people are more willing to have conversations. Versus a lot of other industries. It's a little more dog eat dog, where we kind of will support each other a little bit more. So and that's one of the reasons why we want to do this and create a strong community of nerds and make it really accessible for everyone. So
well, I thought it was really neat too. It was a couple of days right before WizCon Adam West had passed. A couple days. I think it was the weekend before.
Yeah.
And they had the Batmobile there, and I don't know, was that coincidence or did they do that as a tribute? They had the original Batmobile from the show.
I think it was a replica. I think it was just a really freaking well done replica. But it was.
Do you know if they were planning on having it already?
I don't know, but they did have a moment of silence.
They did.
Yeah, my brother told me about
yeah, that. They went on earlier in the day on Saturday. They had a moment of silence that I don't know if the person just hadn't run moment of silence before, or they wanted to give a little extra for Adam West, but it was definitely a little too long.
Someone just came out on the
Oh, really?
loudspeaker and
Yeah.
was like, you guys.
Exactly. And so everyone was just kind of standing still. It was a little eerie, but it was
Turn
cool
off the
that they
music.
would legend,
Yeah.
a legend of the industry that we
And
lost. And
my dad was really excited about that. Father's Day. You got to see Adam West. But I know he told you the story about when him and his friends saw the one being built down in Hollywood when he was younger.
Well, he said he
It
told
was
me,
at another. It wasn't the one from the show. It was.
well, he was saying he had they were hanging out partying in an alley in his college days, and a dead-on replica of the 60s Batmobile rolls up, like as they're in like partying in these vans in an alleyway, and they're just blown away. It was must have been quite an experience.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got a lot from the panels. I thought, like I said earlier, but being a photographer, it was cool taking pictures of the cosplayers and stuff. But hopefully, you guys saw those all on Instagram. That was fun sharing those all. Made a lot of connections with the cosplayers too. They're always fun to talk to and really, really hardworking people. I'm super impressed with.
I always just want to walk by
with.
and take a cell phone picture, but I know you're not supposed to like do that unless you're asking.
Yeah, you always have to ask. That's the rule, and I think it's a fair one.
Cosplay is not consent, Clayton.
Right. Even if you kind of like look at them though, like wow, like they'll kind of pose for you and they know.
Yeah, they know. I mean, they're there to be photographed. I mean, they want to share their trade, their craft, and it is really impressive.
What are we cosplaying as next year?
We should go as the vultures from Dumbo, where we could just stand around trying to figure out what booth we can do.
What's going on?
Oh man,
What do you want to do?
I
don't know.
I don't know what you want.
I think we should reach out to one of our new
take a vote?
cosplay acquaintances and get them to help us for Wizard World next year.
We should have everyone
And a
tweet at us
cosplay.
and post on our Instagram and post on our Facebook. Make suggestions of what you think we should go
a nice
dressed as.
a nice
Like-
trio.
Yeah.
5 people and they're like Deadpool.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have 3 different Deadpools, which would actually be pretty great considering his 3 different personalities. That would actually be a really clever.
Well, we could be like you could be Lady Deadpool. I could be the
No,
dog.
I'm talking like literally. He has 3 personalities,
Okay.
and we should each be one of them.
Sure.
Like that would be hilarious.
Because there aren't enough
We could talk
Deadpools
to,
at Comic-Con.
There's not enough group Deadpools.
Okay.
What was the guy's SJS Deadpool? I think.
Yeah, it was sj.deadpool
Yeah.
on Instagram.
he could hit
Sorry
us
for
up.
missing that. No, but I think it'd be great to like get the help from an expert in creating a costume. And
I think we should definitely dress up though.
I think we should. We should. So, because I think we're planning on having a booth next year, maybe even at Wizard
Hopefully.
World.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
get some art and share ourselves. As
Oh, speaking of
not
though,
2 months in.
that was awesome. I probably could have spent thousands of dollars at those art booths if I could afford it. I was like, I don't know. I thought there was just awesome fan art there.
It was really good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always real. It's impressive to see the difference in creative minds of the different ideas they have for creating. You may have 3 different pieces about Link from Zelda, and they're done in 3 different ways. I mean, and so that's like the cool thing is that there's always something for everyone. I mean, I'm not super into crazy flashy art. I like the more classic art styles as it relates to nerdy and comic book art and whatnot. But having those options and seeing all those styles and the creativity is pretty spectacular, I think.
Well, I mean, when I first got there, you basically grabbed my hand and ran me over to the Wasteland Exports booth.
Yeah, no, they're phenomenal, and I don't know how they're not a bigger a thing.
Oh yeah,
all over the place. I mean, they're. I mean, it's just pristine, awesome Fallout. They 3D print everything and hand paint and sculpt the.
Did you see that one?
No.
It was like scratch for scratch replica. Like the bags of Radaway and stim
It's
packs.
not like licensed or anything. It's just like
no, it's all 3D done.
They do it. They're out of Reno, I think, and they do all their own
I checked their website. It's all done. They have a thing on there. It's not licensed stuff. It's all original. It's all
that's
based
so
off
cool.
of what they see.
It was awesome.
You know, they even have like what's it called, the Ragnarok or whatever, or the comic book. They have those.
Ragnarok?
Yeah, you know they've got those, as well as, you know, they've got individual currency bills.
Oh
Like,
yeah, they had
it's
all the bottle caps.
it's
Nuka-Colas and stuff, but
crazy stuff. And I was like, you know, I know Curtis, you love Fallout, so I'm like, you gotta see this. It's friggin' great, but it's also I don't know if I grabbed your hand and led you.
it was cute.
You guys.
But yeah, so I mean, that kind of creativity is just it's what blows me away, and it's you know, we want to share that in what we do, and share that with everyone else that should see this great work that's being done, you know.
Totally.
Yeah, so that's kind of our thing.
Yeah. Did you guys have anything else that you saw in the Wizard World that you wanted to touch on, or?
Bad nipples.
Bad
I want
nipples.
to touch on those.
I want to touch on the bad nipples. Yeah, that was pretty much the experience. I thought it was cool. It was Father's Day. I got to bring my dad. That's not usually his cup of tea, but he seemed to love it. He said he wanted to go with us next
He
time.
looked like a kid in a candy store, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He probably just wasn't aware of cons, you know? Like, I mean, or maybe he was aware, but hadn't actually experienced it.
Well, and being in the mountain man circle of carpenters and contractors, he doesn't really find his way over to comic book stores that much anymore. But yeah, he enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. That was a cool thing.
I wish I could have been
to
there with you guys.
Well, you were. I photoshopped you in the photos.
I was there digitally. Did you
Well, we're thinking.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, was the fidget spinner guy there on Sunday?
No.
We didn't see him. No.
Did you see him on Saturday?
I may have seen him in passing, but
I think Sacramento Cosplay Instagram account had a picture of him.
yeah.
So I got to see it. But
Well, it's funny because Nerdist, of all places, did a whole write-up on a guy who wrote it. Like, they wrote an article about how he made it and interviewed him and like got quotes for a full write-up, and I was like,
of that guy from Sacramento?
yeah, it was like mentioned about that one. I was like, hey, we saw him first.
I went to like I was gonna take a picture of him, and some guy's like, hey, can I take a video? And the guy was like, sure, and he just like spun it, and I was just like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to take a video of this, and then like by the time I got my stupid slow camera phone out, it was already done spinning, and I like held up my phone. He just kind of looked at me and just like waved and walked away. I was like, no.
Clayton, you got to get more aggressive with those photos.
I know. No, you stay there and spin that fidget.
Or you just go spin it for him.
Yeah. Just run toward
But no, I thought that was cool that, you know, that got the recognition from the big dogs. Like, it was just our
very
little,
topical outfit.
our little Sacramento con. But yeah, no, it's definitely.
Doesn't that guy have his own YouTube channel too?
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, because he makes. I mean, he doesn't just make fidget spinners.
Yeah. Seems like a crafty gentleman.
So.
Well, I think that about wraps it up, probably.
Yeah. So we hope you continue to come with us on this journey as we grow and hop in our boat as we go down the river of nerdiness. And
thank you to everyone that helped support us.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you would not be hearing us if you did not support us.
Dude, that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I mean,
thanks, fam.
Be nice in the comments section.
maybe jokes on you, but yeah, no, you know who you are. Thank you so much for
really
supporting
means a
us,
lot.
and you know, hopefully we can provide humorous and entertaining quality content
/ commentary
on everything.
Actually, I know that a couple of you who helped donate, you're artists yourselves, and so maybe we could get a spotlight on you and try to help you out since you were kind enough to help us out. But
please.
yeah,
That would be really cool.
Be in touch for sure.
And thanks people in general for support, like on social media, for
liking,
checking it out, liking it.
Our first 5-star review on
reading what we're
Facebook.
doing.
yeah, share everything with everyone else, and that's That's how we grow. So
And yeah, we'll be in touch with more of the podcasting news as we kind of build this. This is our demo. We actually might not even post it. We'll see what it sounds like when we listen to it later. But yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll also keep you guys in touch when we hopefully expand the website and get more guest contributions up too. We'll be looking for people to, guest write and maybe even build up their own profile or their own account where they can be a frequent contributor. So.
yeah, follow us.
Absolutely.
Follow us on.
Because God knows I can't go to Roseville all the time to see every movie in XD. So.
Why not?
I got it covered. I saw Mummy for you guys.
Thank you.
So follow us on Instagram at Nerd Collaborative, Twitter's at Nerd Collab, and Facebook, just search our name.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Oh, wait. It would be against my character if I forgot to add this on the end.
You're so sweaty.
You're so
You're glistening.
we need more of that in the podcast.
No, we don't.
I think I still have that app.
All right, bye.
Yeah.